Minna matana wuni Yananga tanga hitting a yatanuni Yurakamana jana woody Ajamatna woody Ingawunda Kapolam.
Hey, this is Kevin reporting in from the Aboriginal areas, or one of the Aboriginal areas that's about 8 hours north of Adelaide, Australia. I'm out here as a guest of the Minister of Aboriginal Affairs for South Australia, and when I got the opportunity, I figured I'd jump. The Aboriginal culture of Australia is the longest living culture in the world, with over 40,000 years of continual existence. Certainly there is wisdom that can be learned from this culture, and I'm happy to have this opportunity. You can see kind of the beauty of the land behind me. We're celebrating the 20-year anniversary of Iga Warta, which is the name actually refers to a fruit that comes from one of the local trees that grows out here. But we're actually celebrating the 20-year anniversary of the return for one of the families, the Cotron family, into the area. There's about 40 people out here celebrating that, as well as earlier when they had the whole announcements and stuff like that, significantly more. One of the themes that was true that came out here is I was talking to one of the elders as I was just kind of getting to know the place, and he mentioned that he had gone to an Indigenous peoples seminar or set of workshops and had run into a person that was from Chile that was an indigenous person that's there as well. And they've been sharing different business ideas about what to do in the setting that they both come from, on how to actually build businesses but still be true to their culture and their land. So this part of the world is actually using the business of tourism to introduce new people into the culture of the Iga Warta and this area of Aboriginal lifestyle and culture. Just kind of like we have entrepreneurs learning from each other in the technology areas.
Okay, over the years, things have happened in our society. You know, firstly, the white man coming to Australia, Captain Cook, he came and had a big impact on Aboriginal people right around the country.
Part of the recognition is that they are building bridges between the South Australian government and the Aboriginal people, and this was their next step through the process of healing, as well as learning from each other.
It's a real pleasure to be back at Iga Warta celebrating 20 years. It is a phenomenal achievement. I reckon the first time I came here would have been 12 or 13 years ago with the then Minister for Aboriginal Affairs, the late Terry Roberts, who came up and brought what were very young children at the time. And it's a great experience to be able to teach that culture. I don't know, he got a lot out of bringing his family up, and it's a great thing that I was able to do that today with my young children as well. It's often, sometimes there's a tension between keeping culture strong and economic development, and what you've been able to achieve here marries both of those things together and shows you can do both at the same time. So on behalf of the South Australian Government, I want to thank everyone who's contributed over the last 20 years to Iga Warta. It is a great place to come. It's a great place to learn, to reflect, to heal, and also to get some great food. Thanks very much for having us.
So it's cool to be up and about here, get to take a little bit of time off before I fly back to Austin. It's been a good week of working in Adelaide, and this opportunity to come out to the Aboriginal area was a special gift. So thank you for the people of South Australia and Iga Warta to accept me and just allow me to have this experience with you all. Here's to creating more business, and certainly this is a tourist area. If you'd like to come find out more about Aboriginal culture, I'll put that in the notes associated with this post. Thanks.
Ajamat na uri nga wunda ka porla
welcome.